Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here. Welcome back to this part of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I'm joined by...
How's it going, everyone? My name is KingdomAce, and big shout out to my boy Genma for allowing me a place on this Let's Play, because I love this game. This is actually my very first Zelda game I ever played.
Oh, seriously?
So, I really like this game. I'm really excited to be here. Appreciate you for having me.
No problem, man. I thought it was Skyward Sword off of what you said in your streams, but...
I just love Skyward Sword a whole bunch.
Okay, alright, well cool. No, that's really cool. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab this real quick. So I went and grinded off screen so I could finally get this frickin' bow. Bow and arrow set, only 980 rupees. Sure. Thanks a lot, and come again. Alright. Anyways, so there we go.
Awfully exact. 980 specifically. You must have included tax.
Right. Oh my gosh. No, it's just freaking highway robbery, man. But yeah, so I got the key to the dungeon. However, actually getting to the dungeon is going to be a little trickier than just using the key. So when did you play this, I guess, just since we're on the topic of that, just your history with the game?
I'm 20 now, so I had to have played this when I was about 5.
Oh wow.
Around that time, because it was one of the first games like I owned personally, because a lot of my games that I had when I was younger, me and my brothers all owned, because I guess it's just easier for us back then, to share our games and stuff like that. But when we started getting, our own systems and stuff like that, that's when I was able, to get this game. My mom ended up getting this for me because I guess someone she knew, like a friend of hers, actually owned this game and didn't, they beat it already and everything, and just wanted to give it away. And I was the only one home at the time, and she was like, "Oh, hey, you want this?" And I was just like, "Yo, that looks so cool." And that was the first time I ever played Zelda.
Wow. Yeah.
This game was extremely hard.
Yeah, I mean, like I've mentioned this several times across my videos. My first experience was around the age of 4 with Ocarina. Yeah, I played this game, like I've mentioned this also during this Let's Play, but I played this game actually like right after I played the Oracle games, and it was the original like black and white version, and I got horribly stuck at that stupid castle. You guys heard me rant when I was there.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in this game that just still haunts me, man. It's just like, this is one of those like 2D Zelda games, even though a lot of 2D Zelda is like this, it's just like, it's not easy to figure out, really. It's harder than, this is another reason why I still say that 2D Zelda is still much harder than 3D Zelda, as much as, as difficult as people say 3D Zelda kind of is, because, there's more intricate puzzles, being a 3D landscape. I still do think 2D Zelda is much harder, because sometimes it's hard, to point out, Nintendo's obvious intentions, for certain puzzles and things. I don't know. I struggled a lot as a child. It caused multiple sets of tears for me. I don't know, but I wasn't having it some of those days, man. I already had a bad day at school, and I come home making myself more upset with these freaking Zelda games, man. Nah.
I definitely relate there. Yep, Apollo just got lost, just like he said. Now I'm so famished I can't move. Can you give me some victuals? Sure. This pineapple is so delicious. I'm going to eat the pineapple right now. Bon appetit. Oh, the music sped up. This isn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this flower. It's a hibiscus. Okay. You trade the pineapple for the hibiscus. Yeah. Oh wow, what the frick?
This dude instant transmission, huh?
Jesus Christ. One thing that I've realized as I've like gone back to this game, like to practice for Let's Playing it, this game is ridiculously goofy. Like I didn't even realize until, now. Because,
you got older, yeah.
Yeah. I would say it's like almost Wind Waker levels. It's pretty amusing. But anyway, here we are at Dungeon 4. No, I definitely know what you mean, though, about, like, some of the older Zeldas. This one in particular, though, just kind of, like, there's some puzzles that just make no sense in terms of, like, what they expect you to do. It's like, Oh, this is a
How
locked
would they
door.
expect you to know this?
Like most notably, like I've been ranting about this before, but there's like this castle that like I was like, where's the switch? Where's the enemy? I can't get this door open. What am I supposed to do? And you're literally supposed to pick up a pot and throw it at the door. And I'm like, what?
It's like, who would freaking think about that? You're over here knowing how Zelda works because you know there's obviously something there, but you just have to, you know, figure it out and stuff like that. When no, sometimes it's obvious as throwing a pot at a freaking door. And I'm just like, Miyamoto, what are you thinking?
Right.
Like, that's not obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I can say this though, if you like, especially if you play a lot of the older games, like, at least, not necessarily in order, but enough that like you have an understanding of like, you know, how it evolved.
How things works.
This game is actually, I think, puzzle-wise, I think it kind of actually set a foundation that, ironically, Ocarina would follow. Like, people usually credit Ocarina for being the one that, like, established a lot of these things, but I'm kind of noticing, like, a lot of dungeon design motifs that ended up being in Ocarina definitely came from this game. Because in Zelda 1, it was pretty basic. Like, you kind of ran around every once in a while. You pushed, like, maybe a block, but you mostly just killed things. Link to the Past, like, the big key had, like, multiple doors that it unlocked, so that wasn't, like, established, like, as a boss-only thing until this game.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, mini-bosses weren't a thing until this game. So it is interesting seeing like how this actually ended up influencing Ocarina in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and honestly, even after Ocarina, like it ended up, a lot of Zelda games ended up following that format of, you know, boss key, that open, like being that specific door, and mini bosses within the dungeon. That just kind of just set that up, and that's what I really like about this game, because a lot of people, you know, as weird as it seems, a lot of people actually just haven't played this game. And even if they call themselves a Zelda fan, there's a lot of people out there who, you know, miss out on, you know, the foundation of series because, you know, they're older or because they're 2D style. Like, I can think of numerous people who, you know, love the Zelda series but feel like they just can't get into, you know, these games because they're older. You know, it's not the 3D Zelda, it's 2D. It doesn't seem like it'll hold their attention long enough. And it's just, I don't want to say that's just the new generation, but honestly, that's all I could really say, because I mean the older generation was okay with it because that's all they had.
Okay,
but the new generation, when you have
I'm messing up.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, I see.
I'm messing up somewhere here.
Yeah.
Right. I know how to play this game, guys. I don't know what you're doing.
He's like, look, don't judge me, all right?
Okay, it's probably over there. Frick.
Hey, playing games and commentating is a lot harder than people think.
What the frick? Okay, that's not supposed to botch like that. Oh my god, I'm messing up so bad. Okay, what am I doing?
Right here.
What the frick? Okay, I'm
It's
missing
the
out on
fourth
something.
dungeon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the... Yeah, I picked... Where the frick? Okay, I got the compass. So there's... Okay, well there's a chest like over there. Sounds like that probably has a key in it. I just need to find a way to get the frick over there.
Miyamoto, don't do this.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
Not everybody has completely intricate brains like he does, all right? How are we supposed to know where we've been and haven't gone already, all right?
Yeah.
Even though it clearly says it on the map.
No, oh my god. There's many cracks. There must be some way to shatter it. Neat. Okay. Anyway.
Interesting.
It does that every single time, god dang it. But yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean. There's like a... I could say that's just kind of a thing that happened. I know as a kid, actually, just like when I first tried playing this game though, even I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh my god, this is black and white. Why would I ever play this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just a thing, especially, like, you know, a lot of the time, you know, people grow out of it. They'll, like, give something a chance. Sometimes people don't. You know, why am I not just bombing it? I'm trying to like do some crazy trick
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna say something, but you were in mid sentence, so
look,
I'm just
yeah.
like.
Look, I'm just trying to be cool here, and I'm failing at every single attempt.
Look, all right, you know, sometimes it's cooler trying to look cool than actually being cool.
Well, I'm out of bombs, I guess.
There was a bomb floating above the treasure chest where you were trying to get to earlier.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, I could have grabbed that. Well, now everyone knows how definitely great at games I am. I actually was doing pretty alright on some of the other dungeons. I don't know why I'm like messing up now.
I don't see how people can speedrun these. Even if I played a game like 8, 9 times, I don't have strats. Like, I don't understand. Like, I want to try to speedrun A Link to the Past because that has like a really big speedrunning like scene on Twitch and everything. But I am awful at strats. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I've beaten Ocarina of Time like more times than I can count, and I know that game inside and out. But if I were to speedrun that game, I'd want to do, you know, like glitchless runs, like, because I don't like that.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know strats, man. Like, besides like rolling the whole time, but you can't really do that for 2D Zelda unless, you know, you have a specific item that allow you to do it. But even then, it's like,
Minish Cap.
I don't know, man. Yeah, Minish Cap is one in particular I would love to speedrun, but again, I don't know if that really has a scene. But even then, if you haven't played Minish Cap, or if you want to play a 2D Zelda but don't really know where to start, I honestly say this game or Minish Cap is a great start. Honestly, I didn't think anything could beat Link's Awakening for a 2D Zelda for me, but Minish Cap is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, my personal pick, if you haven't played a 2D Zelda before, and like, yes, you know, it isn't really fixing the whole like, graphics problem, but I don't think you're really gonna convince people to not care about that.
Yeah.
I think Link Between Worlds, abso-frickin-lutely. That would be my pick.
You said A Link Between Worlds?
Yes, that would be the one.
I wasn't even gonna count A Link Between Worlds because it's like 3D and 2D. But fun fact, A Link Between Worlds is the only game I feel that is better than Breath of the Wild. It is my #1 favorite Zelda game.
It's a good pick.
Link Between Worlds is actually fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, like, for me, for purely nostalgia reasons, my favorite will always be Ocarina. But I'm kind of with, like, the Breath of the Wild crowd. I don't know. There's just something really fun about it. The only real negative I have with it is, like, if you're someone like me that likes to replay video games over and over again, that one's probably not for you.
Breath of the Wild's replay, like, you can replay. I'm currently replaying it now. The thing about it, this will be my 3rd time. The thing about Breath of the Wild, it can be really slow at the beginning because you have to do, you know, you're on the Great Plateau, you have to get the 4 first spirit orbs and everything, and that can take a while, mainly, especially if you're doing it on like master mode. It just takes so long because like even at the beginning, you don't have enough equipment or anything that can let you survive one hit from a blue bokoblin. So it's like, I can understand why someone would be like, okay, yeah, that was an experience, you know, one time, and I can just keep playing it because, you know, the world's still open, enemies are still there, you know, it's still fun to do and everything. But I can see why someone wouldn't want to start all the way over from the beginning. Unlike, you know, A Link Between Worlds, that's just great from the get-go, honestly.
Yeah. I think like I still love Breath of the Wild. Like, it's in my top 3. I would definitely say that much.
I could agree.
I don't know. Like, for me, my actual favorites are okay, I said Ocarina. It always flip-flops for me, but it's Ocarina and Majora, definitely. Those are my 2 favorites.
See, Majora's Mask is extremely good, and honestly, personally, I think it's better than Ocarina of Time, mainly just because of how difficult it is. and the lore that's surrounding Majora's Mask. Because personally,
it's such an interesting game, like mechanically and everything. I love it.
Everything about it, how the game plays, like how it's set up, everything about it, the technicalities behind everything, the challenge for it, the tension that's always down your back because you feel like you're running out of time or everything. It's just everything about it was just so well done. I just really think it's really good. Of course, it being a sequel to Ocarina of Time, like even though debatably you don't need to play Ocarina of Time in order to understand what's going on in that game, I just feel like you should play Ocarina of Time just so you can relate to everything. Because I mean, obviously, when it starts off, you know, okay, what's happening? Is this my character? Is this Link? I mean, who is this horse? How does he have all this stuff? What's so significant about that ocarina?
Well, yeah, I would definitely. I've kind of told people if I had like a playing order, I think like the ones that are probably the best ones to start with, like I'm gonna again separate this as like 3D, 2D Zelda because if we're talking 2D Zelda, I would definitely say Link Between Worlds because like it does have like 3D graphics and stuff, but like if I had to be a little honest, I don't think that really matters on a gameplay level because it is a 2D Zelda. But I do think Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past, some of my things about Link's Awakenings, I think just because of the weird puzzle design, it might not be all that great if you're just jumping in. Like, I would probably say the Oracle games first.
I can understand that. Yeah. Oracle games were good. They didn't stick with me as, you know, like this game and Minish Cap did personally, but they were still good games.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I think my actual problem with Minish Cap is that like there are things about the way and this is a thing I really appreciate about Breath of the Wild is that they got rid of most of the crud that I didn't like about Zelda as I kept playing the games. It's like I'm not as like hardcore against it as some other people, but it did get really irritating as the games went on. Just having I don't know how to best describe this, but like how handholdy and like not just handholdy, but we're basically like okay. My number one problem with Minish Cap is how a lot of progression in that game was absolutely locked behind oh, you need this certain item or this kind of a thing, and it felt really restrictive compared to, say, the worlds of Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds, and I would say any of the Game Boy Zeldas.
Yeah, I totally agree, honestly. Yeah. It just, I don't know. That's a big thing in 2D Zelda. I feel like, honestly, in any Zelda, it's just like the feel of the game completely just changes everything.
Yeah.
How well a game plays, how, you know, it starts off, and how the dungeons.
Oh, there we go. I skipped the last third of the dungeon.
This man's a hacker. Hacks confirmed.
Bloop, bloop, glub, glub. Oog food, gloop, bloop, gloop. The best dialogue, 10 out of 10. I would do.
Miyamoto, I applaud you. See, that's some speedrun strats. You saw that? Boom. You got the hard container.
Okay, well there we go. That's the dungeon, guys. Yeah.
That's the dungeon.
Cool. Alright. But yeah, I don't know, it's interesting.
Time too.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a cool game. I like pretty much every single Zelda game. I think there's only like I have different opinions as I play them.
Oh, there are a few Zelda games I don't like. Very few Zelda games I don't like Triforce Heroes. I don't like Triforce Heroes.
Yeah, I mean the number one problem with that is friends.
Yes, like one I just don't like. I don't like any of the Four Swords games really either. To be honest with you, I don't like that. I don't like the whole multiple links thing. I think it's stupid. it don't make no kind of sense. Even though I know, you know, they got split up. You know, stupid. No,
I mean,
that's stupid.
I mean, I don't really play.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't really play for like narrative or whatever. I think they're fine games if you happen to have friends who play it with you. That's the thing, though. Like, almost every single one of them have like messed up in terms of making them accessible, which is the number one thing you should make a multiplayer game. I think they have some good things going with like I like Four Swords Adventures a lot, but at the same time, if you were playing it solo, that game went on forever.
Yeah. That's probably why I disliked it a lot.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I think now that we've completed this dungeon, you've got to go somewhere, Ace. So.
Yeah, bro, this was really good. Unless if it was too short, don't be shy to call me in for another one.
Yeah.
Because I'm down for it.
Yeah. No, and this was fun. We should definitely do more together, just because like, because it's funny when I was like thinking up people to have on to this playthrough, guys. I was like, I've known this guy for a while, and yet I've barely done anything with him. So it's been fun to actually finally do something.
Yeah, because I think I met you, Snivy, and Blaze like literally it was like that was back in the Skype days. So that was like 2-3 years ago now, and like we haven't talked much, but like we literally have never like made a video, anything, really been in streams or anything.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm trying to change that, you know, with 2018, you know, bring some new people to the channels and start networking with more people, getting myself out there, help other people get out there, you know, I'll help each other out, and you know. Bring a new experience for viewers, you know?
Yeah. And, no, if you want me on anything, you feel free to shoot me a message, and, yeah. Anyway.
My boy.
Anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed having Ace here, and, if not, I'll fight you in the streets.
The swiftest of hands, real quick, my boy.
Drag you out back, bring out that. Okay, this is going a dark place. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.